Welcome to Mighty Tripod Acting Studio here on YouTube. In today's video, we're going to talk about lighting for self-taped auditions or for your next Zoom callback. We'll take you through 3 lighting setups, talking about where to position your lights in relationship to where your camera is and where you are in your at-home self-tape space. Enjoy the video and don't forget to hit subscribe. 2 light setup, 2 soft boxes. The details right here. These are square soft boxes. Maybe they're 1.5 by 1.5 feet, 2 feet by 2 feet. I don't know. They're a brand called Newer. They're an affordable budget brand. And we're doing this test to find out, hey, is this good enough for a self-taped audition? If you want to save money, and actors, we are always looking to save money because it's expensive. This is an expensive career or an expensive hobby. Either way, we want to look to keep things within budget. So these are probably the most affordable kind of soft boxes that you can get. And I think they work pretty well. So in this setup, both lights are about 30 degrees off this center axis. Boop. They're set up, as you can see in that shot back there, they're pretty close to the camera and they're higher than my head. It's a little bit higher than my head and tilted down just a touch. Okay, so the other option, which works kind of nice, I would leave, if you want to try an alternate version of this 2 light setup, keep one of the lights on that 30 degree right next to the camera, a little bit behind, and then move the other softbox about on a 90 degree. I'll show you what that means. That's in the shot, so that's not acceptable. So now we're at about 90 degrees from the actor or the subject. One is right there, one is right there. This does create a little bit of a shadow, as you can see right there, not a huge deal. And the reason why you would want to put a light over there is if you needed to get more light onto your backdrop. If you have a dark background behind you and you feel like it's getting a bit too moody, also, by moving that light there, you get a little more highlight, a little more light on this side of the face, which might feel a little more dramatic or interesting or whatever. But either way, this would be another option for where that light could go. And you can certainly experiment, move that light wherever you kind of want and try to create the most compelling image. But as long as you have that one light right there, you're going to get pretty good illumination on your face. Because even with this turned off, you get pretty good illumination on the face, but obviously without that light there, we got a lot of shadow on this side, which is, as far as self-taping, usually a little bit verboten, meaning we don't want to see a lot of shadows on self-tapes. Just creates a little bit too much drama. Again, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, if you got a 2 light kit, let's put that second light to use. All right, let's turn it back on. One other thing I'll try is I'm going to move it further away. So look at that. That's going way far back. So what this does is with that one further away, because these soft boxes, you cannot control the intensity. There's no dimmer like you would find on an LED kit. There's no dimmer. So the only reason to decrease the intensity is to move that light further away. And so by moving it further away, you do get a little more of that dimension to the face, meaning there's more light here, less light here. And the face, in my opinion, that added dimension, it looks a little more flattering. Let me take off these glasses again so you can see that these glasses have their own personality. Again, you see the reflectors there, not so much when my head is down. And again, when you see reflections, get those soft boxes higher. That'll reduce the amount of reflection in your lenses. So this setup looks pretty good. You get a little more shadow on that backdrop with that light further away, but that shadow back there, it's not a huge problem in my opinion. So there, we just went through 3 lighting setups. Just to review, the first one, the most standard and common, 2 lights, very close to the camera, pointed at the subject, about 30 degrees off axis. The next option, 30 and 90, to get a little more light on the background. And this third one we're looking at right now, that light is, I don't know, it's probably 10 feet away from me. You might not have that much room in your space for that kind of thing. but I just wanted to show it to you so you can get an idea of how important lighting is and how dramatically it changes how your self-tapes look. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you learned a thing or two, please share this video on social media. Tell your friends who are also actors. And if you are in the Pacific Northwest, we would love to connect in person. We have studio classes here in our Georgetown studio. We also do virtual training. I'm a coach, consultant. I can take your headshot and I can put you on tape right here in Seattle. If you are not in the Pacific Northwest but still want to learn about acting or self-taping or just how to get started, basically anything about being an actor, feel free to reach out. I do plenty of consultations via Zoom. All right, y'all. Happy holidays. Thanks for watching, and break a leg at your next audition.